Hello, everybody.
Okay. Hi, welcome.
Hello to our, 12 subscribers.
Yeah, welcome to
Episode 2.
Out the Wazoo Podcast with Zach and the Goddess of War, Athena.
Woo! That's me.
It's been a while. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, I owe you my left and right kidneys.
I don't owe you anything because I'm the Goddess of
War. Well, also because it wasn't her fault. It was mine. I just wasn't available for like 8 years.
You
Even though we live
boy.
like 5 minutes apart. Like not we
5
live
minutes
like
apart.
We live 5 minutes
Away.
drive-wise. Away? Shut up! That's not what this is about. My grammar is not the issue.
The effort was there.
The effort? What? Should we restart this?
No.
Well, I'm not gonna talk to you for the rest of the day.
Okay, fine. We'll sit in silence.
Put hashtag Zach in the comments if you're on Zach's side.
Put hashtag Goddess of War in the comments if you're on Athena's side, and if you don't, put hashtag Goddess of War in the comments. I will bring war to you and your loved ones.
How y'all doing? Okay, we're done with that now, the silence treatment. I forgive you. Even though you didn't do anything. The face I wish you could see the face she's giving me. It's like the white face, with like the lips tucked in, and her nose is just protruding outward. Very intensely because of it. But how's everybody doing? You can't really answer that, but... Sir, this isn't gonna work if you don't talk. A podcast is a 2-person job normally, other than the one with Micro, which is interesting, but I pretend to not like because my mom likes it, so... Sarah?
I'm waiting to hear 2 words from you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Okay. Oh my god.
Hey
sorry
guys,
we wasted
the life of
8...
the party's back. Anna has
Yay!
better.
Last time she'd I
Say
sang,
hey,
now
Anna.
she's
Say
not
hey.
even better.
Hey. Woo! 2 spoons.
Oh, do you want to scoop it yourself?
No, I only have one.
Yourselves.
Hand, so.
Yeah, we have to hold
Don't
our
give us
mics.
too much because we don't want to eat on the podcast, which is why we have to eat one at a time, and the other one will talk.
Okay.
Well,
Here, you can eat it
Okay.
first. Yeah, you can eat
Yeah.
it first.
All right, Zach, talk away.
So, yeah, sorry I wasn't here for like 8 years. I was busy, and Sarah was too. Our schedules just kept going back and forth, so like, every time I was available, she was in New Jersey, and every time I wasn't available, she was back in PA and available. So, also single and available,
Well,
ready for mingling. Stop talking with a spoon in your mouth. But I'm very happy we're back recording, and I know Sarah is too, and Anna is too. It's currently 1:08.
Anna, can you make brownies for us every time we do a podcast episode?
Yeah.
You guys are gonna go in debt so hard. There's just so many boxes of brownies.
Maybe instead of you know how we stock up on pasta because we're Italian?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we should just stock up on brownie batter.
Yeah.
I forget that
yes.
you guys are Italian.
Yeah. You can give Zach his snack.
My Zach snack. Wait, you know how they have snack packs? Zach pack.
Zach
Snack-
snack pack.
Snack pack.
No,
It's your turn to talk because I need to get.
Oh,
That's
okay.
a squiggly
I can-
piece of brown.
Well,
That was not. It's gonna fall.
Bye, guys.
sorry, that was.
Thank you.
Bye,
No.
Anna. Anna, say bye to the podcast, please.
I'll be rude.
Bye. Thanks. She gave you a nice hearty
I hope
wave,
she
guys.
put plenty of raw eggs in here.
Bra eggs.
Raw.
Okay,
Raw.
I guess I can tell you the story about how we got the police called on us.
Not us, by the way.
No. Zach was not a part of this.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Who's us, by the way?
Me and Anna and Emily.
Okay.
So, me
A
and
friend of
Anna went
Sarah's.
to Emily's house, which is in Easton. It's it's in Palmer, but Easton area.
They don't know. They don't know where that is.
Please. Only
Oh,
our
they
friends
might.
listen.
Oh, that's true.
We don't have any fans that aren't our
Yeah.
friends.
That's true. Hey, a shout out to friends. I forgot all of your names. I'm so sorry. Shout out to you, the one
Shout
on the
out
shirt.
to friends.
If
All
you're
right.
wearing blue right now, smash that subscribe button.
Looks like I gotta smash the subscribe button. Woo!
I do too. No, I'm wearing black.
Well, I'm in blue, so.
Black and blue, black and blue, black and blue.
It's black and yellow.
That's what I'm gonna be if I don't shut up, because Sarah beats me. Okay, anyway.
Okay.
It's gonna be like an outtake.
Let
It's
me
gonna be like, Sarah,
tell
no!
my story.
Okay.
First of all, a cab. Second of all, me and Anna went to Emily's house. I already explained where that is. It's like a half hour away. And, we went for a drive, and then, like, we parked in this restaurant parking lot, and across the street, there was an abandoned amusement park.
What?
It was like, it wasn't like a huge abandoned, like
more of like a carnival type thing, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It was like something like a pop-up, like, amusement park kind of thing. That's
Really
what it looked like, you know? And so we walked over. It was fenced. We weren't planning on going in. We walked over, and we were just, like, looking inside through the fence, and there was, like, 2 people in there, because Emily told us there was, like, also, like, a roller skating rink in there.
Oh, that's cool.
Like, no, but that was, like, still active. And,
wait,
like,
there's one in
in
Easton?
there.
Oh, I guess it's part of the
Apparently.
carnival, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. The only one that's
like, you could still
open
get
around here
into
is
the
Whitehall.
roller skating rink and, like, roller skate, you know?
Yeah.
As one does in a roller skating rink.
We should try and do
And
that sometime.
We should.
I love
It's
roller
so
skating,
fun.
but I haven't done it in
I
years.
haven't either. I need to stop.
I was really good
with
at
this
it, too.
plastic bag. Alright, anyway. So, here come the waters.
Sorry, I'm peeing. I think I said that exact thing
Yeah, you
last
did.
time.
Anyway. We went to look at it outside the gate, and then Anna, as a little joke, threw Emily's phone over the gate. And so, listen.
It's a little joke.
And so, Emily didn't want to go in there alone. She was all stressed out. She was like, I have to go get it. Like, I don't want to go in there alone. So we all went in with her, because there was an open gate to our left. A wide open gate with a pathway.
Did they call...
Listen.
Okay.
So we went in the gate, and then, like... So this gate, though, was, like, not near any of the rides or anything. It was, like, set, like, farther to the left. So we weren't near any equipment. We went in the gate and to the right and up to this little, like, grassy
Yeah.
area, like, right by the gate. So we didn't even go near anything. The waters are still going.
They're smashing the subscribe button.
They're wearing blue.
I hate that term.
Anyway, so we got Emily's phone, and then all of a sudden we heard this voice of this, like, just
Of a
a
little
man's,
boy.
no, a man's voice to the left of us, and he was like, I think he was like, yeah, there's 3 of them. And we were like,
Oh no,
no.
that's a horrible thing to hear.
Yeah, I know.
When there's 3 of you. If there was 4 of you, it'd be fine. Or 2.
And so, like, I gathered Anna and Emily, and I was like, listen, we were only here for, like, a minute. All we had to do was get Emily's phone, so we're just gonna tell them that. And so we did. And
You
so,
walked.
like,
Okay.
We walked out from like the grassy area, and there was this guy with his giant blue truck, which had a Trump hat sitting in the front of it. So this kind of explains it. He and his blue truck were in the little, like, pathway where the gate was that we just came through, and he was so mad at us, and then there were, like, 2 workers from the roller skating rink that had walked over, and they were, like, feet away from us, and he was, like, talking to them. He was like, yeah, there's 3 of them, they were trespassing back there, blah, 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 blah. And then we explained what happened. We were like, we just had to get Emily's phone, we were literally only here for 2 minutes, we didn't, like, touch anything. And the workers were like, oh, okay, we get it, you're good. And this guy
Was still...
who, like, didn't even look like he worked there. Like, he in his blue truck with his Trump hat in the front, he was, like, cursing us out. He was like...
Wait,
you guys-
seriously?
Yes.
Oh my
He was
God.
so mad at us. He was this old man with a scruffy beard. It was... he was gross looking. And he was cursing us out. He was like, you guys shouldn't be back there. You're trespassing. You know what? I'm going to get your license plate and call the police. So then we walked back over to my car, and he drove his little truck over, and then he, like, stopped right behind my car, and Anna watched him take a picture of my license plate and then drive off. And then we were like, well, what now?
That's one of those weird situations,
like-
but you didn't actually do anything wrong.
I know.
So it's one of those
Which, like,
things
we
where,
were
like,
fine, but
so you're not
now
really
this
worried,
old
yeah.
gross Trump man has my license plate
has
forever.
your license plate number. That's
So
funny.
annoying. And we were literally like 3 teenage girls were minors. Sir, please back away.
Actually, yo, you could have shut that down real quick and been like, he touched me.
I know, Emily said that.
Just shut it down.
Emily was like, you know what, I'm just going to say that he tried to put his hands on me. I was like,
Yeah,
good work.
And that cop will be after him in 2
But then we
years.
went back to Emily's house and we explained it to her mom, and then we called my mom and explained it to her, just in case the police ended up calling my parents, because, like, my license plate is linked to them. But it was more of a scare tactic.
Probably, yeah.
Like, he just wanted to freak us out, which it didn't work on me,
My
because I
dad's
feel
done
no
that.
emotion. But Anna and Emily were pissing their pants.
Oh, I probably would have too. You know how I am, though. I get very afraid of getting in trouble.
And then we went back to Emily's house and we were sitting in her room, and we heard police sirens drive by Emily's house, and we were like, oh no, they've come for us. And it sounded like they were literally right outside Emily's house. Like, we later found out that they just drove by, but we thought that they, like, came here, and then Emily's mom went out and talked to them, because we heard people on the TV, like, through the wall talking, and it sounded like a serious conversation.
Yeah,
and so we thought that, like, Emily's mom was talking to these, like, police officers outside, and we were like, oh no, we're in so much trouble. But then it ended up not being true. It was just the TV. So yeah, that's the story.
Maybe that guy was teasing and, like, giving you guys hell because he actually really liked you. He actually had a crush on you guys. He actually just had a crush on
all three of us.
Maybe you should leave him a note in his locker. In his Trump hat.
Yeah.
No, my dad's done that before, though. They're, in my dad's house, we live right across from, like, a church. Mm-hmm. And we used to go there. And we don't. We go to, like, the other one of the branch there, which I don't like going there. I don't care what religion people are, but, like, that's one of those... I just don't enjoy that church, especially because they're all extremely conservative, and I don't mean that politically, I just mean...
Like, traditionally?
Yeah, like... Not even traditional, because I know so many traditional people who are cool with stuff, but they're, like, homophobic, and they don't say they're racist, but they're very racist.
It's like traditional, conservative, like, grandparent stereotype.
Yeah, literally exactly that. And it's all old white people.
Ooh!
So it's not like there's anyone there that I can get a second opinion from.
Yeah.
But there was this guy who was, like, throwing his trash away in like, the dumpster there.
Throwing his trash away?
Yeah, I don't know. But my dad, like, threw a fit and pretended to call the police. And was like, I'm gonna call the police. So he, like, put his phone up to his ear and didn't call them.
Yeah.
But the guy, like, drove away. And then drove back and grabbed his trash and put it back in his truck and then drove away. And my dad gave him, like, a thumbs up and was like, yeah, I told them, you're good.
Oh, man.
My dad's a jackass.
Oh, it's so annoying.
But that's a funny story.
Yeah. It was definitely an adventure of a day.
What's, like, the most trouble you've gotten into, you think? Because I've never had anything where I was like...
What do you mean?
We're not, like, bad kids, though.
No.
We just have, like, weird instances, you know what I mean?
With, like, parents?
I don't
or, like,
know,
just
yeah.
in general?
Maybe, like, school, because parents are always subjective,
I literally never got in trouble in school.
I don't really think I have either, honestly.
It's because I have severe social anxiety, and, like, I hate, like, getting...
With adults, anyway.
Yeah. I hate the pillow.
I just threw a Spider-Man pillow.
A Spider-Man pillow.
Spider-Man pillow.
I, like, hate getting yelled at by adults, and so, like, even from elementary school, I remember, like, being, like, super aware
got your
of, like,
card
not
flipped to
getting
yellow
in
when
trouble.
you cried?
No, I
did.
literally never got my card flipped or anything, because I was so aware of, like, what I was doing. I was like, make sure you're not doing anything wrong.
Yeah, I think the most trouble I've gotten into is my parents claim that I instigated it, and the school claims that I instigated it, and I kind of did, but my friends argue that I didn't because he was just being a jerk.
Everybody claims that I instigated it, and I did instigate it, but...
Everyone says that I killed him, and I did, but no.
Don't get me wrong, I did.
No, but my friends say that I didn't, and he was just being a jerk. But do you remember Isaiah?
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah,
Did he punch you?
Yeah, so I was like leaning on his shoulder, and he was like, you like get off, and I was like, whoa. But Devin and Rory, like 2 friends of ours, they were like, just don't move, because he said he was gonna punch me, and we were trying to prove that he was just like all talk.
Yeah.
So
which
I stayed there.
Ended up
and
not being.
Yeah, and he just socked me in the gut, and my diaphragm like seized up, and I couldn't breathe. and it was literally awful.
That's,
like, it didn't hurt.
I
but-
wasn't there for it, but I remember that day because on the bus you like told me the story.
Yeah, dude. Well, it was just awful, and I kind of felt bad about it because he got in trouble. But one of the aides came over and were like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm fine." And it was like just after I'd been able to breathe.
I'm fine.
But I was leaning over on the table, and Rory was staring at me like, "Are you okay?" Like Isaiah walked away after that, but I like could not breathe, and I remember standing there, and I was like, "What if I just can't inhale?" Because that's literally what it was. Like, I was, like, hunched over, and I was like...
Oh, my.
And I couldn't breathe. And then I got, like, one breath in, and I was like, oh, thank God. And then I tried to breathe out because I thought it would work, and it didn't. And I was like, come on. But he got, like, 3 days, like, out of school suspension, and I got, like, a stern... he got, like, a stern talking to. You know, it's a weird situation, though, because, like, he wasn't actually a bad person. He just had a lot of issues.
Yeah.
And I've had, like, good conversations with him, and he's not a bad dude.
He and I sat at the same science table for a while, freshman year.
With him and Mackenzie.
Yeah, Mackenzie.
Or Max.
Yeah. I think it was Mackenzie at the time.
It was Mackenzie, yeah, but, you know.
they dated.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and then that was when
disgusting.
she was, and that's when she was coming out though, was Max, and then he got all weirded out by it, and then he broke up with her. Oh no!
And they still sat at the same table across from me. And, like every day I had to watch their stupid PDA. During the pledge, they'd literally be all over each other, and they'd, like...
They acted like it was a secret that they had made out in the bathroom, but everyone had seen it, and it was like, what?
They, like, held hands under the table, and,
that's
like...
a weird thing to do.
They literally, like, all the time, they'd just, like, lean over and give each other, like, a little peck on the lips, and I'd be like, okay, that's enough for me.
I don't think it would have been as bad, but, like, the noises... like they'd go and it's like.
But also, we're literally in school in science class. Please just let me
Poor
listen
Miss Baxter,
to
dude.
Yeah.
Our science teacher for freshman year was the sweetest woman, at least for the first half. Until Dordle.
Hey,
bookend.
Nina, if you're listening to this, Nina knows what's up. Dordle and her.
Can I get a purr in the chat? Whoa, that got you off guard.
Wasn't it the last day of school?
It was like
we were walking. No,
it wasn't the last day because you weren't there the last day. Nina and I were. Nina, I know you weren't there. Nina and I were there, and she had me listen to some song, which I enjoyed.
No, literally, me and Zach and Nina had so much fun in science class.
I love that class.
Like, we got a new teacher halfway through the year, and I can only describe her as looking like a bookend. That's why I call her bookend. I just, like, we were having a conversation in the hallway, like, after science class, and I was like, it's Miss Bookend. Like, she's just a bookend. I don't know why. She just is. She's so, like, short and, like, I don't know. She's like an elf.
She literally looks like an elf. She's got, like, the pixie cut.
Yeah.
But then she also, she was in the Peace Corps, which is super respectable.
But she
wouldn't
never
stop
talking about it.
And she always talks about how she went to... Yeah, she went to, like, Sierra Leone in Africa. And she would not shut up about it. And it became this huge inside joke with anyone who had her class, especially in our class. Like, Sierra Leone. Like, like, another person in that class, Grace.
Yeah, Grace.
She, like, we constantly made fun of her for it, and it was, like...
And her coral.
Because she wasn't... We were coral. There's, like, a whole unit about, like, marine life.
And she only let us touch a few of them. She was like,
do
it's
not
touch
the coral.
My ceramic fish.
Yeah, the blue fish. She got it in Sierra Leone, specially made.
Yeah, of course.
And then she talk about, like, they'll give you a chicken, and then, like, they cut off the head, and it's like... We talk about woman.
She forced us to touch the coral, and didn't she, like, force you to smell the sunscreen or something?
Yeah. She forced us to smell
sunscreen.
It's, like, organic. Oh, man.
No, but the one day, you and me and Nina were, like, goofing around as we were walking out of the class. We all walked out together. And as we walked out, Dordle legitimately purred at Nina like a cat. Like it was a solid purr at Nina. And we walked out and we were, like, in shock. We were like, what?
We were staring at each other, and we got far enough away where she wouldn't hear us. We burst out laughing. Laughing.
It was traumatic. Why did she... There was no explanation either. She literally just purred.
It wasn't like a noise that could have been interpreted as a purr.
It was
a
purr.
Straight up, like, purr.
And it couldn't have been a mistake, because she literally purred.
It's impossible to make that noise. Especially I remember, like, her, like, the way she was looking at her, too. Like, she would, like, with direct eye contact.
Nina was, like, scared out of that, which I would be, too. I was. It was terrifying.
That is really scary.
Like, literally, what? She purred at Nina.
That's one of those things where I feel like if we were to tell, like, another adult, she would have been arrested immediately, taken away. Yeah. Like, the FBI would have broken in, they would have been like, everybody get down.
That was a weird time. She's also Jesus, though.
Oh my god.
There was a time later
in
the year where me and Zach sat at a table together. It was, like, kind of in the back, and we sat,
we sat in the back of the room facing the front. We were at the very back on the left, facing the front.
Yes.
At least we were partners for something.
Oh,
and
yes.
That day
No. When we were partners, we were working on something, we were facing the back because I was like, Zach, turn around.
That was for the rainforest thing.
Yes! I remember that. That was a really fun time
Actually,
working together.
Really,
that was so much fun. Anyway, we were working on our project, and Dordo was, like, chatting away up at the front, and I, like, glanced over, and Dordo was, like, standing with both arms up in the air, like, it was like her arms were, like, in a V in the air, but she was also, like, leaning forward.
It looked like she was preaching.
Yeah.
Which is part of it, but then she was wearing, like, this flowy white dress with, like, a lot of, like drapey parts around the arms, so it looked like this fancy, like, robe that she was wearing.
She looked like a religious figure.
And, like, the light, because we were there, that was our first period, so the light would always hit the room a certain way when it would get to a certain point in the class period. So the light was shining on her, she was wearing this white dress, everything was glowing, she had her hands up in the air, she was proclaiming to Jesus.
And I turned to Zach. I turned to Zach and I was like, Zach, don't look now, but I think that's Jesus behind us. And Zach turned, we both looked at her, and then we whipped around and started laughing so hard in the middle of science class.
Because I didn't, well...
And she gave us such dirty looks as we were literally
she saw that too.
in the back.
Because there was no way. You couldn't have held it, like, we couldn't have held in that laughter.
It was literally Jesus.
It was such a situational thing that, like, we could never ever get that to happen again.
Yeah.
Like, anywhere.
It was just, everything was, like, perfect.
In that moment, and it just felt, it like, came together.
It's Jesus. Oh, man,
yeah,
that
for
was
those
so
of you
funny.
struggling with religion, there
just
she is.
To
just to find her. Nina's not gonna have a problem with that, because she apparently,
if
switched
Nina's
schools.
listening right now, she's probably laughing so hard.
Well, Nina switched schools, and, by the way, we miss you.
No. And then...
And she was there, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah, she just followed her into, like, the bathroom. Not, like...
It was, like, towards the end of I think, when, like, Nina left, she, like, Dordle said something to her, because Nina was like, I'm moving to Parkland, so I won't see you, and then Dordle was like, oh, I'll see you there, and Nina was like, what? No, Dordle and her little cart... She'd just walk around the school pushing her little cart.
Yeah, but Baxter had a cart too. Yeah, but Baxter did too.
Yeah, but it looked funny when Dordle did it.
Yeah, I
she
know.
looked like a bookend. We've probably been talking about this woman for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. No, yeah, that being said though, like, I think it wouldn't have been as bad, but our first teacher was so sweet.
She was literally the best.
She was always so lenient. I remember we had, like, this thing that we were supposed to be doing in class, and I was studying for a different class's test, and she was like, oh, good luck. And, like, didn't say anything. She was so sweet. She always had, like, good music. She was like Angel Woman. And our projects were, like, really fun.
Yeah.
Like, the projects we did were fun and,
she gave
like,
us a
challenging,
project for the
but not...
too.
Yeah, that was so good.
It was so
And everyone did good on it because she did such a good job explaining it. Like, she taught really well. She made it fun.
Dordle came in.
And then Dordle came in because they, like, switched, like... who was teaching because those science teachers didn't have classrooms.
I think that one teacher, like,
one
stopped
teacher
working
left.
there, so they had to switch all the schedules around.
Man, I miss school.
I don't.
Really?
I just miss, like, lunch.
Well, yeah, I miss the interactions, I guess. I can learn fine from home, but I miss, like, all the stuff that would happen.
I only have, like, a few friends. I just have, like... It's like you, Megan, Phoebe, Morgan, Alana.
I'd laugh so hard if you, like, didn't say me. Sitting here doing the podcast together. I only have a few close friends. My only
friends at school are, like, Megan, Phoebe, Morgan... Maybe... Oh, I'm forgetting one. It's Alana.
Definitely not anyone gay.
If you're gay, I'm automatically not friends with you. This is sarcasm. I'm half...
I thought you were going to say more than that.
Guys, I guess this can be my coming out on the podcast. I'm bisexual. Woo!
And I'm bisexual, but I only like men.
I'm bisexual, but I don't like women.
I'm bisexual, and the ratio of liking each gender is 0%
women,
100% men. Yeah.
Sorry, that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
I thought
my
Oreos.
hip is popping.
Ooh. Okay, stop it. Oh, okay, that's not okay.
It, but it's...
But I hope they're not able to hear it, because that's like... Turn signal. I do this thing with
It's
my
not
dog.
me, it sounds like a turn signal.
I do this thing with my dog, like with my dog's ears, because he lays on me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
His ears are floppy, so I'll get his
Floppy
ears,
ears.
and I'll like you do one, and I'll be like left turn, and I like put it up and down, and then I'll do the other one. I'll put it up and down. I'll go like right turn,
Left turn with my dog.
and then I do like this thing where I'll have like both of them under like my finger, and then I'll like flap my fingers, so it looks like he's like flapping his ears. It's adorable. I love him. I love my dogs, man.
That's so funny.
I feel bad too. I know a lot of people know of my dogs, but like never get to see them, and they're so precious. And they're really
precious.
good. They're not good, actually. Ronnie pees and like craps everywhere, and he
But
eats his
they're
own
really
poop.
good. But he's really
But
good.
oh well, if my mom says that he's bad, then I fight her on it. I'm like, no, he's a good boy.
No, he's perfect. He never does anything.
Even though there's literally poop crumbs in my bathroom that somehow haven't been cleaned up yet
Woo!
because of him. I assume him, because none of the others go there.
I thought you were gonna say because of a person.
Segregated bathroom in my house. That's awful.
Yeah.
Well, in my house, it's awful. You have it in your house, you know. As long as it's not racially segregated.
Ooh,
What's happening right now?
I don't know. We ran out of something to talk about.
No, we're not. This is the second episode. Come on.
Yeah, but
gotta
we've made
get
it
our
a
shit
while.
together.
We have. This is why we have the list. Should we whip that out? I think we should.
Don't ever ask me if we should whip it out, because the answer's always gonna be yes.
Okay.
No, yeah, we'll look.
We're gonna
I'll like
refer
scroll
to our list
of like
just click
random,
a random
crap,
one. Of random
which I think we've mentioned
podcast
before.
topics. We did, but we haven't read this
I
in so
did
long.
I did a random one. I
and
just
a lot of
scrolled
things
down.
don't make sense. So we're just gonna see what happens.
I scrolled and my thumb was pointing to whatever one it landed on. You want to know what it landed on?
Yes, say it.
I don't even know where we would have gone with this.
Please say
we
it.
obviously had an idea. CVS for SpaghettiOs. What does that mean? I promise we're not on
what
drugs.
What does that mean?
I don't know. The one above that in italics is seeping boobs, which is disgusting.
Isn't there something on there about like animal boobs?
If cats and dogs had boobs, yeah.
I knew it. Ooh, what if they did? I think cats would look really good.
Oh my
with
god,
them.
the one under that, it has like a bunch of like fancy letters with like accents and stuff. It's nerds. I think we talked about this before though. How insane we
Nerds.
get when we eat nerds.
I want to eat nerds again with you so bad. I literally look at that video from
That'd
the
be an
bus
okay
all the
podcast food
time.
because it'd be crunches. It wouldn't be gross slurpy sounds. Like us eating brownie batter.
Oh, it fell. My phone fell. No.
Another one is Christmas feet. What does that mean? I don't know, but it has 4 exclamation points. So we were really.
What does? I think the problem with this podcast list is that we don't know what any of these mean.
And the point was that like we'd think of something on the fly, but I think what's happening
There's
is instead
nowhere
of
to go from
well,
them.
I think the thing that's happening is we have the list, but I think we're talking more about the absurdity of the list
Yeah.
in the list itself rather than the actual things we have written there.
CVS SpaghettiOs.
Ooh,
you
our friend
buy
Morgan. Actually, this
SpaghettiOs?
one's really good. This one's really
Wait,
good.
can you buy SpaghettiOs at CVS?
I don't know. I think we talked about
Don't they
that
have,
because I
like,
think
a
that
food
was
section?
the day after we went to Dollar General. That's probably why we thought
yeah.
of that.
Don't they have a food section there?
Not a CVS though. That's like
I don't know.
pharmaceuticals.
Yeah. Pharmaceuticals.
I don't know why I said that like that.
You could have just said like that's.
I
Like
was
medicine.
watching. I was
That's
actually.
like pharmaceuticals.
I'm a pharmaceutical salesman.
Whoa.
I don't know where that came from.
Words.
Pharmaceutical salesman. Nautical salesman. Radical salesman. I went on a trip. No, Morgan has a really good one. She said one.
I miss
Like put one
Morgan
here.
so much.
If my name was different, would my personality be different?
Oh, I
That's a
think
good
totally.
one. Yeah.
I think your name has a lot to do. Well,
Mm,
then again, also it doesn't.
my sister said I'm not a Zach.
I'm not really a Sarah. Look at me.
No, it's a personality thing, not an appearance thing. Anyone can look
I
like
know,
anything, but like
But still,
I don't act like a Zach though. When I think of Zach, I think like
yeah, me. They cough.
no, they're like broad
Zachs are
dudes.
just always sick.
No, they're like surfer broad dudes.
No, you're right.
In my opinion.
You're right.
Well,
And
think
you're
of like
just a little gay boy.
don't ever say that ever again.
Well, it's true.
It's not really.
It is.
I'm
We were just talking about this. You're bisexual, 100% men, 0% women.
yeah, but I'm okay. But I'm like 0% gay overall.
Like personality-wise?
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, no, what, dude? Literally, my favorite thing. One of my boss at work was he was saying, he was like, my intuition is normally really good, and then proceeded to ask me if I had a girlfriend. And I love when that happens. Like, the same thing happens with people, and they're like, I have a gaydar, and they're like, so you have a... I'm like, it's just, it's so funny. But it's funny too, because with my boss, like, you know, he's not really my boss. My actual boss is like the woman, like, of the woman.
My actual boss is
stick it to the woman.
Woo!
But no, is like the woman of the couple who like owns the business.
Oh.
I said that really weird.
Yeah.
The woman of the couple who owns the
No, you
deed
paused
to
after
the building.
couple. You were like, the woman of the couple. I was like, what couple?
That's Melania Trump is my boss. Or your laugh changed.
Oh, I have like 20 different laughs.
Me too, Toots.
Don't ever refer to me as that.
Go to the kitchen and get me a sandwich,
please.
Toots.
I'm going to leave this podcast if you ever do that to me again. It's painful for
That's
me.
fine. If you leave, it's just gonna go to welcome to Zach's smooth, soothing sounds jazz podcast.
I left you alone before, and then you were like, then you were begging me. You were like, in the beginning of this, don't you remember?
Yeah,
Sorry,
I can't talk.
It doesn't work. And then
I can't hold it, but I can't hold it by myself.
You know what? Fine, I'm going silent.
No, I'm sorry. Those are the words you needed to hear. Fine, I'll take this time to finish my story. Is that the point of you doing that? Stop! You're making the quiet Sarah face, and I don't love it. I'm only partially in love with the dress. I can hear you holding back your laughter. She's wiggling. Gucci goo. By the way, you have no clue what I did when I did that. I could have just been sitting 5 feet away from her and done that. Okay, well, I guess this is just me now. I mean, I'm still telling you this story. But he said that, and he was like, no, my intuition's normally pretty good. Meanwhile, I'm crushing on one of the servers. Because he's really nice, and just nice to look at also. You're laughing. Sarah, please. Okay, I get it. I can't do this by myself. Is that what you wanted to hear? You were right, and I was wrong. I am wrong, and you are always right.
Thank you.
Okay, there we go.
Goddess of War returns.
See, this is why she beats me. I don't like the look she just gave me when I said... No, key, give me the key. I'm sorry, I just smacked her in the face trying to unlock the door. Oh my gosh, she's walking away.
I bid you adieu.
No, don't bid me adieu. Sarah, this is awful. She's literally leaving. Oh, I just knocked the spoon over. Sarah, look what happens when I don't she can hear me, by the way. Look what happens when I don't have you. I knock spoons onto the bare floor, the bare cement floor with my bare feet. Why are there bowel movements in the house? You hear that? Well, she'd answer. She wasn't. I don't think she's okay. I might pause the podcast here for a moment. Just to, oh, this is a nightmare. Okay, she's coming back.
Hey guys, I know you miss me.
No, really quiet.
I know, I didn't
Welcome back to Sarah's
Don't ever
ASMR.
whisper.
I don't think we got...
Spoon.
There's some other noises in there, too. Don't lie to the pod... Why are we sitting in a completely different formation now?
Formation?
I don't know. We were sitting and facing forward, and now we're facing each other.
I want to do one. Sorry.
What's a flash mob? I should know what that is, I know.
Goodbye.
No. Please, I can't do this without you, and we both know that now.
I'm glad that I proved my point. I bet I could do it without you.
Oh, you definitely could. That doesn't mean I'm gonna leave. I'm not leaving.
My big cheesy smile.
Your big cheddar smile. Okay, anyway, flash mob?
Oh yeah, it's like,
It's just like people take pictures, like paparazzi kind of type thing.
No.
No? Is that not what that is?
No.
I really thought that's what that was. That's why I said I don't know.
It's actually, now that I think about it, it's such a weird concept. It's like... Hey, Anna.
Hi, Anna.
Zach doesn't know what a flash mob is.
The face she just gave me.
No, because I threw up that morning and then we didn't go.
What the heck is a flash mob, and why did you throw up at it?
It's a weird
And
concept.
not at it.
It's like
in
a
public.
thing. It's like an organized dance, but in public, and no one knows it's gonna happen.
No one knows
so
it's
like,
gonna happen.
Oh,
Like,
so, like,
okay, I know what those
together
are. I just
and
didn't know
start
that's
doing,
what it
like, a
calls.
routine dance.
Yeah.
like if we were to do a flash mob, we could like go to a store or something and be.
That's
like,
when you
in
normally they're
different-
undercover. Everyone would be in different places. Then all of a sudden you
we'd be like
converge
in
in a set
different
like an
corners of the
area.
room, and then all of a sudden music would start playing, and we just like dance, choreographed.
It's just like an entertainment thing.
What?
That's actually really cool.
Hit the Quan. Guys, have you ever thought about how good the song "Hit the Quan" is?
It's literally really good.
It actually is so good.
good.
Maine and I listened to it like 3 times at full volume in my car last night.
What?
Hit the Quan.
I'm not. Look, I listen to no recent music, and that's not at all because
It's
like
not
I hate
recent.
recent stuff. It's not. What is it? When is it from?
You don't know what "Hit the Quan" is?
No.
Zach,
It's like,
you
Dude,
are
I'm not
really
up to date on
disappointing
anything.
today.
I know. I have like, I have like
Believe you.
the what is that called?
you
Very
don't
loud.
move. I need to show you what you look like.
I look
Ew,
great. I
the
know.
hand looks so scary.
Your like arm is just like not there.
Zach has his arm like
Oh, that is really scary.
twisted around his.
I look like Ross O'Donovan.
It looks like it's like I don't know. Just like
It's scary.
That doesn't look like my hand though. You're right. It's like those pictures where they have like the group of people and there's like a phantom like seventh hand.
Yeah.
If there's like 3 people.
Or like that picture of Alana where she's juggling a third hand. Alana, if you're listening, this picture that we took of Alana at this beach trip like 2 years ago, it was
so
a picture
funny.
of me, but Alana was in the background.
And she's like moving
she
her
was, like,
hands.
she was holding her hands like out.
And
like,
she
in
was
front
like
of her,
turning
like, she
them.
was
One
gonna-
was on top of the
Yeah,
other.
and there's literally 3 hands in the picture. It looks like she's juggling a third hand. It's so weird.
It's like it looks like she had her third hand in her top hand and was dropping it into the
Yeah.
bottom one because it's like partially faded and it's really funny and
It's
it was obviously
so
because she was
weird.
just moving them, but like
Alana and her third hand.
that reminds me of that other picture of Megan that
I was
you guys
just gonna
have.
say, Megan
of her
ascending.
straight up into the air, like that's what happens during the rapture. Like if people like people who believe in the rapture,
Yeah.
people like ascend into heaven. That's exactly
Megan.
what that looks like. I want to find that now.
Yeah,
I'll look
it's so
for it while
funny.
we're doing kitty things.
Oh my gosh, guys, I'm getting a septum piercing soon.
And I'm
today.
getting a
What time is it?
1:42. I'm getting
How many times? What?
Oh, we have to leave in like half an hour. Like no, a little more than that.
How many? Hold on, I can't.
Minutes? What are you trying to say?
I don't know.
I'm gonna get a scrotum piercing. No, I'm not. I have no piercings. Sarah has ears.
No, I don't have any. Well,
Oh, you
I
don't?
do. I think they're closed up.
For some reason, I thought rings were piercings. I was looking at you. And
I have
think-
8 then.
Oh, whoa. Ew. Oh, getting your fingers pierced? That sounds
not
extremely
a
inconvenient
thing.
and painful. Well, that's
For-
why it's not a
probably
thing.
for a reason.
Well, yeah, that's what... Can you leave me alone?
No. What was I literally just gonna say? Oh yeah, I had my ears pierced when I was little, and then they closed up. And
Close up.
then okay, thanks.
Welcome.
Then they closed up, and then I got them
Rewired.
I'm gonna stop
You got them
talking.
rewired.
And then I got them re-pierced, and then they got infected, and I never got them pierced again.
You know
I
what
think that my ears are just not built for piercings. So
Built.
everybody pray that this goes well today. And Mom,
His picture of her
everybody
friend, Gwen.
wish me luck and hope that my nose doesn't get infected or anything.
So I don't know how... I'm, like, afraid of a piercing. Also, I don't know where I'd get... What do you think would look good on me for piercing? Do you think I could pull off an ear piercing? And, like, what kind of
you
earrings
could
would I wear?
definitely pull.
I don't
earrings
want to
off.
do, like, diamonds, though.
I don't know what, but like you could.
My dad used to have... Which is insane, because, like, imagining my dad... Hold on, I actually have a picture of him.
My dad
and,
used
like,
to have his
no
ears
one
pierced.
knows what my dad looks like, just because they don't... This is what my dad looks like.
I know.
And he used to have, like, metal... I guess they were, like, hoops, but they weren't hoops.
Yeah.
They were, like, the one... And they had, like, arrowheads. Not
Uh-huh.
arrowheads, but, like a point on the end.
Yeah, we're recording our podcast if you want to say
Oh,
hi.
yeah! You should say hi. This is so
We were
informal.
actually just talking about how you used to have your ears pierced, because Zach's dad used to have his ears pierced too.
Are you recording now?
Yeah. Just come
You
say
can
hi.
Hello.
I mean, unless you don't want to.
Thanks,
Yay! That's not my dad. That's Sarah's dad.
But yeah. No, I think you could get your ears pierced. I think it would work. I
Well,
don't
it's not
know
a
what
matter
kind
of
of
could.
earrings
It's just
you
a
would-
matter of would I.
Well,
So
would
I
you?
know I can't now.
Okay,
Probably
well,
not.
then the conversation's over.
Get my tooth pierced, maybe.
No, have you seen those piercings? They're like up here, like
Like the lip ones.
underneath your top lip, and then it's like it looks like a septum piercing, but it hangs down like over your teeth. They're so cool.
Really? I didn't even know that was a thing.
They're really cool.
I knew a few people who had their tongues pierced.
They'd be so inconvenient.
Some of my older sister's friends.
Tongue piercings are cool too, but also...
Yeah, but I've heard those
feel
are
like
hard
that's so
because you have to put
inconvenient.
food on one side of your mouth.
Hey, turn the lights on.
No, off. We'll be in the dark. What is this
We'll be in
picture
the
for?
dark.
Oh, it's a Sorry, I'm still trying to find this picture of Megan, which I'm realizing that obviously you guys won't be able to see,
We just
but
need
it's
to
more
see
for
it.
my own satisfaction. Oh, well,
I
I
think,
found this. It is a real close-up of Sarah's face.
It's just a real close-up.
Oh, there's AJ.
I think
It's him as a pig.
Like, oh.
I think Aaron did that to him.
I think that, oh.
Oh, man.
I've been trying
There's
to
gotta
say
be a way.
I've been trying to say a sentence for so long now, and every time I try to, you just whip out another picture to show me.
Hey, when in doubt, whip it out.
No.
That's
I
a
think
horrible...
that, like,
Please don't do that.
piercings in your mouth are so, like, cool looking, and, like, I'd like to have one, but
Well,
I also don't want one, because I feel like that's such a hassle.
Well, it's. Do you want to look cool at the price of inconvenience?
Yeah.
That's how a lot of things are, though. People who dress really
Yeah.
nice, or people who like put a lot of effort into like their makeup, not necessarily
like
putting
me.
a lot on, but like
Yeah.
doing it like a really
Just
a
in
certain
weird
way.
That's how I do it.
Yeah. So you put a lot of effort in. So it's up to you. That's why I look disgusting, because I don't put a lot of effort into my appearance ever. But I don't really care. I do actually, but
I don't really care. Actually, I really care a lot. Don't
at me. Well, no, it's not one of those things where like I don't care what I look like. It's just that like I don't.
like
I'm too
people-
lazy.
I don't like people perceiving me.
Yeah, I'm the same
I
way.
was literally talking about this with Phoebe the other day. Actually, it was a few weeks ago. Get your foot away from my knee.
Your
hole.
knee hole. Yeah.
I like the idea.
Guess we're not gonna give them context.
No,
You don't deserve
for that.
context.
The idea of like people perceiving me and like having their own image of me in their head makes me want to vomit. Like
Really?
And also like some people, like thinking about how people that I used to talk to like in middle school still have that middle school image of me. Like people I used to be friends with that I'm not friends with anymore, or like people I just haven't seen in a while, have like their own image of me how I used to be, and I'm like a different person now, and it like shakes me.
Middle school Sarah was.
No.
That's okay.
Middle school Sarah
Childhood Zach
terrible.
was bald, so.
Childhood Zach looked like an egg, literally.
No, a thumb.
Egg boy, thumb boy.
Well, I'm a thumb.
Either
Have
or.
you ever? I don't think I still have it, but people made a picture of me literally where like it's my face phasing into a thumb. Like I'm transforming, and I love it so much. It's so funny.
That is
Like
so
Adithi
funny.
and Zach and some
You
of
were
them made
literally
it.
bald for like so long.
Yeah, and then in
And then-
7th grade I
and
grew hair,
you were
and it got
so
really long.
short.
Yeah, I was really. It was
were
an achievement
literally
getting to the short
minuscule.
water fountain, or the tall water fountain. I mean, do you remember that?
Drink of water.
To fetch a beverage of water.
When was that? Middle school, right?
Drink the holy water when I made you suffocate
No,
with your like
wait.
Sacagawea water bottle. It's not
It was
Sacagawea.
5th grade, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the 5th grade, not middle school.
Yeah, me and
We
Zach
didn't
used
we
to
didn't
go to
talk
the
a lot
water
in middle
fountain.
school.
Yeah, it was like 6th
Who were you
grade.
friends with in middle school?
I don't know.
6th grade we were,
Ava
but
Holden.
okay. There's nothing wrong with Ava Holden. I
It's
just
I'm
like
di-
she doesn't
we're so
exist.
different now.
She just doesn't. I haven't seen her in years.
Yeah, I actually haven't seen Ava in so long.
I talked to her a lot on the bus because we were on the same bus, and she had like.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, we talked to her a lot. She was like there when I was figuring out my sexuality.
Oh,
Had my first crush on a diddle.
well.
By the way, I don't mean a penis when I say diddle. I mean like a dude.
Crush on a penis.
Yeah.
That's the only part.
Had conversations with Devin about that. The
Ignore
only
the
thing that
rest of
makes
the
you gay
person.
is the penis. Like that's like the. I was like, no.
Get your feet away! Feet, please!
Hey, it didn't make it in.
I don't want them.
Maybe I should juggle a third one.
Literally, what were we just talking about? This is
Like
what
middle
happened
school
last year.
you and hair.
Yeah, but
And hair. I don't know why.
Oh, all my friends were like everybody that was in ITV.
Yeah, I think we started talking more
Like
again.
I was friends with like me and Gwen were like me and Mom.
Gwenjamin.
Me and Gwenjamin.
Yeah, I've never thought of that.
It was like me, Ava was like my best friend in middle school, and Gwen was too. And I was also friends with Indira. Reagan Torrance. Gwen's best friend.
Well, yeah, I know who you're talking
You know?
about.
Okay, well, you looked like you didn't.
No, I was thinking because
Peyton.
me saying Gwenjamin reminded me. I had thought of like one of those weird name things, and it was. Imagine if John was short for Johnald. It's so stupid.
No, me and Peyton were friends then, and my friends are totally different now. Oh, well, me and Morgan were friends. Yeah, me and Morgan and Ava were really good friends, and every ninth period we went down to the tech ed room, and we wrote stupid things on, what's her name? Miss Gilligan, I think? That's her,
Gallagher.
I don't know, it's something like that.
I know what you mean. I know who you mean.
But, like, she switched her name right before we
Gillinger.
left. Something like that.
I think.
We wrote so many stupid things on her board
Whitaker.
every day. That was her original name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved her, though. She was awesome.
She was.
She was great.
Yeah. We annoyed her, but she loved us.
I forgot a lot of my middle school teachers. Well, I didn't forget them. It's just like
Cookits, do you remember how he used to come down and literally fight
dude,
him?
Literally I literally emailed
love
him
Mr.
earlier
Cookits.
this year.
Really?
And it was like a catch-up thing during quarantine, and he emailed
He
me
was
back.
so great.
He was awesome.
He was the ITV director,
the school news
teacher
thing. He did the school news, and then he did
English.
He also did English, but he knew martial arts, and he actually trained with my
really
instructors.
Good. And every
he taught
day,
me.
ninth. Well, I had ninth period in ITV, so he was technically my homeroom teacher, and pretty much every day Zach would come down, and they'd just
at the end of the day when we had our free period.
Fight.
No, wait, no, don't say fight.
No,
because if we were actually fighting, he would have kicked my ass.
Well, yeah.
But I was a silver sash then, so
he literally
he
taught
practiced literally. So,
and
by
I
the
just
way,
sit there in the back, just watching you guys.
I'm not sure if you remember this, but do you at all remember me doing a motion like this? Doing
No.
okay, I'm making a C shape with my arm. Anyway, that came back years later because that's in a form of mine now. And I was practicing it with one of the people who I do it with. He came over and we practiced a little bit, and he grabbed my hand because the point of that is to be able to break the grab. And I got it, and I paused, and I was like, oh my god, Mr. Cookits taught me this before I was
actually,
supposed to know it. Yeah.
That's so cool. He was great. His wife too. The art teacher.
Yeah, Mrs. Dude, they were such a good couple.
They were great.
I love them. And they have twinsies and another kid. The other kid isn't important. The twinsies are important. Well, I think we're going to go get brownies.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. And
Have
we're getting there anyway. So, thanks for tuning in
to
with
our 12
me,
subscribers.
Cookie Monster Brown, and Goddess of War,
Athena. I hardly know her. I had to get one in.
Athena? I hardly know her. Okay.
I hardly know her.
What does Athene mean?
Girl, I don't know.
Just call me girl.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, guess I'm a woman now.
Me and my lady friends.
Oh.
On our lady friend podcast.
Oh, you.
Me and the girls.
And we go next time, and it's just not me.
Yeah, it's just a woman's voice.
Girly McGirlson. That's a girl name.
Oh, that's my best friend.
It's literally like SpongeBob's name when he pretends to be a girl in an episode of SpongeBob. It's Girly McTeen Girl, but it's actually a person. It's not him. Which I forgot about that. That was weird.
Woo.
Anyway, are we gonna end it?
Sure.
3,
1, 2.
2, 1.
And with that, good night.